But they only do this a few times at the start of the first season, then hardly ever again. It's mostly just generic end cards, or a character on a black background getting in one last laugh. The Fairly Odd Parents started doing that more often around this time too, and it always struck me as pretty desperate. Ladies and gentlemen, you've just witnessed the most pointless talking points in the history of this channel.
Fairly Odd Parents and Danny Phantom title cards.
Look, who are you going to be more disappointed with? Me, or the person who used the same stock art of the Chiefs 6 consecutive times in the credits? But speaking broadly, the animation on this show isn't half bad. It's got the same draws and drawbacks as the Fairly Odd Parents around this time. Tired of me comparing these two? Sorry. But honestly, I can live with the extra shading in T.U.F.F. Puppy, since it makes it feel like a different world. Something they struggle with, however, is depth. When they whip out the dated CGI, it's still oddly charming and nostalgic, but the character designs are a mixed bag. Every single character was designed to be most appealing from a 3x4 angle, but more than that, only appealing from that angle. Except for Dudley, his front profile is alright. With everyone else, it gets more and more obvious that their turnaround sheets were thrown together, because some of them have strange design quirks if you dare to take them in. I know these characters are two-dimensional, but this is ridiculous.
We picked a bad day to install a giant razor-sharp ceiling fan at T.U.F.F. Hurry, Agent Puppy! You've got to stop it before the ship hits the fan!
Season 2 suffers the most from confusion over the packaging order. T.U.F.F. Puppy got 60 episodes across 3 seasons, which you'd think would mean 20 episodes per season, especially since they switched to HD at episode 21. But nope. Some knuckle schmuck at Nickelodeon likes to make the first 2 seasons 26 episodes long, and season 3 the remaining 8 episodes. That means only 14 of these episodes are definitely season 2, and another 18 are maybe season 2 depending on the weather. I'll have to go by packaging order for this review, just to cause less confusion. But this isn't the end of your trouble with this mid to late period of the show. While not my least favorite season, 2 is by far the least consistent. When it's good, it feels like a proper continuation of season 1. When it's bad, it's an obnoxious mess of gags. Gags that you can sense are being pushed instead of naturally coming from a situation. It partly has to do with the voice acting getting worse too. These actors are very talented, I want to make that clear, but whoever their voice director was only seemed interested in saving the most extreme takes. There's a lot more yelling as the show goes on, even though the earlier episodes showed they didn't need to yell things to make them funny. It comes off as a crutch, like they knew the scripts weren't the best, but that didn't stop them from trying to find a really irritating solution around it. Never mind that the writers already sometimes like to point out how hammy or forced some plot points are. There's just less confidence all around in this period. Like everyone knows they're losing full control over the production and are trying to fix it in their own jokey ways. It would be endearing if the end results weren't so untrustworthy.
Anyway, where was I? You were saying that Louise was your least favorite sister!
Would you stop yelling?
Season 3 is the worst of the bunch this time, but I was expecting that.
Ghostbusters
if it is only the last 8 episodes, there's a big disadvantage right off the bat. It's going to have less time to impress you. Combine this with the more light-headed vibe of Season 2 persisting, and you have a show that's running on fumes. The nicest thing I can say about Season 3 is that they knew this was a good place to end it. The finale has a sense of weight to it, they play around with the world a bit more in interesting ways, and even though the end results aren't always good, I can tell a lot of fun was being had with the making of this show. Enough for it to rub off on me and give them a glowing and detailed top 10 list? No way, but they could do with a supportive and adequate top 7 list. Till Doom Do Us Part is the biggest knock against Kit Dudley shippers. The show has a lot of cliches, but I'm relieved making the 2 leads fall in love with each other just because they're the leads wasn't one of them. A lot of good marriage jokes here too, if you need a reason to laugh. Dancing Machine is your timely DDR episode. Hey, this game never should have gone out of style. It's a little odd that Kitty fully trusts Snaptrap to be her dancing coach, but this is a vibes episode, if you need the hint. Carbon Copies is the right kind of madness. It starts with Dudley playing in some kind of imagination realization chamber, and things stay weird with rogue figments and an evil president. It loses some momentum at the barbershop, but the concepts still carry it pretty far. The Curse of King Mush is a mummy episode. I'm contractually obligated to like these. It's got the best grasp of the main three villains' dynamic, too. The chameleon is the textbook definition of a sympathetic villain. A Tale of Two Kitties may be a blatant rehash of Garfield 2, but it gave us a pretty interesting new adversary. Kitty's evil twin, Caddy. You may have noticed by now that Kitty's the star of most of my favorite episodes, mainly because she can carry a relatively involved story. The Good, the Bad, and the Quacky is the best Quacky episode by a long shot. It's less about him easily duping Dudley again, and more about this sadistic game show he's cooked up for everyone. It keeps you on the edge of your seat with how varied the traps are and the unpredictability in who could fall for them. And my favorite episode, Agent of the Year, is a very exaggerated competition between Dudley and Kitty to see who can arrest the most people. But beyond the social commentary on overcrowded prisons, I feel the most energy in their dynamic here. It genuinely seems like they're impressed with each other, even if their competition is nuts. And you know what else is nuts? These 7 pecans.
7 pieces
Lovebird
of
is about Birdbrain zapping people with a love gun, including Dudley, who basically falls in love with him. Seeing him get zapped to the villain side only magnifies his negative traits, and as the chief points out, it's wrong that he's fallen in love with someone twice his age, a 23-year-old.
Now wait a minute.
Dead or Alive is about Dudley pretending it's his last day alive to get everything he ever wanted from Kitty. So no justification or punishment would make me want to root for them.
Better pill
the
to
B-plot's way better, which is why it isn't in the bottom 5.
When Team Rocket
Up
drinks
Goes the Weasel is about Dudley, Kitty, and Snaptrap becoming a suburban family so they can catch a villain called the Weasel. It makes sense in context, but none of the jokes do.
That was funny.
You mostly just get Dudley and Snaptrap fighting like children here.
Even Jesse doesn't think that's funny.
Bad Eggs is one where every plot point is more forced than the last. It's hard to believe anything is happening for a reason. And by this point, Birdbrain's minions being around was enough of a reason for me to find an episode tough. That's tough with an O, not an endorsement of the series. Quack in the Box is one of many under-justified Quacky romps, where there's no reason he's being let out of jail so quickly, no reason he could have this high-profile job after all his crimes, and no reason for Dudley to stay a devout fan, given how the birds put him and his friends' lives in danger. Those aren't even problems with the episode, just the concept of it, and many later Quacky episodes. Tourist Trap is an episode that doesn't care about tension. It's there, but not taken seriously. Kitty is close to drowning, and Dudley and Snaptrap keep getting sidetracked since they're in a vacation spot. Yeah, Snaptrap's there, and only for jokes. Someone was really trying to squeeze whatever they could out of him while they still had the time. And my least favorite episode, Quacky Birthday, literally starts by lampshading how stupid a lot of these Quacky episodes are.
Whoa, Ducky Cheese is awesome! It's got laser tag, a ball pit, and a game called Annihilate the Dog who put me in jail.
You can't have your party at Ducky Cheese. Quacky's a criminal who's trying to blow up television, frame us for a gold heist, and annihilate us all.
Do you want to have my party at your house?
It's jokes like these that really take me out of the experience, and wish they could have put more creative energy into justifying these stories instead of acknowledging how dumb they are. Dogs are extremely loyal animals. Yeah, that's your reason. It can even be cute in a weird way. And that's all I've really got on Tough Puppy. Do I like it? Well, it depends on what you want to hear. For the very first time, I'm giving you the choice on where this review should go next. Is this a positive or mixed review? You can choose now.
This is a tough one to decide. That was pretty...
I started smoking menthol cigarettes to be just like the cool guys in there.
That was pretty good for a review. Even though I heard of the show, but I haven't I've heard of the show, I've seen a few parts of it on YouTube Poops, but I never actually got to watch the entire series. Anyway, that was my reaction to a rough look at Tough Puppy. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to this review. If you like me to react to more animation reviews like this, comment down below. Another reminder, if you want me to watch and react to an entire anime TV show Pokemon, comment down below, please. Oh, have you not heard? Wildbrain channel, who uploads the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog episodes, and even Sabrina the Animated Series, and even the other TV shows, even the worst educational kids show like Caillou. they acquired the license they acquired Pokemon. So now they can upload the episodes so we don't have to pay for them. We can watch them for free, but with ads. Oh, I forgot, if you like my reaction to this video, click a thumbs up, give this video a like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for updates of what you want me to do or what you want me to react to next, and don't forget to follow me on X, DeviantArt, and Tumblr. And Discord. I finally got back on Discord, so don't forget to follow me there. This is Ponylover1989, and see you all next time on the next reaction video. See you next time.